All right. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban Anime Podcast. We're here with some One Piece. We're here with some JJK. Both chapters are going kind of hard right now, but I really need to answer to this question, bro. What's good with Kizarus, bro?
He's a hoe. I mean, what y'all
like,
want?
you see my name, like, bro. He's lost track of the plot. I don't think he knows what he's there for. I come on, bro. We're switching sides too many times, man. What's going on? Did you just want to wake up Luffy for Jay Garcia?
I'm gonna be real. Kizarus' loss of the plot is misdirection. He doesn't know which side he is. Been very consistent. He's unclear justice. He just looks like his side is the winning side.
Yeah, he's a hoe. I mean,
but then why not leave Luffy where he was at?
I keep saying it. I don't think he did that. I truly think he's just a bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah,
I just think he's a bitch ass nigga. Like I really don't think.
The only thing I could think of is it was Van Auger.
That's possibly even worse.
I mean,
why?
Why are you feeding the hot?
Well, why?
I think it was squad.
Put it together, bro.
I think it was squad. I think Robin did some shit, hand Luffy some food. Off screen. I mean, I could see it. He's up. He's good. He ate some food. He's doing what he needs to do. It was really only beneficial. But Kizarus was a hoe. He's a bitch. He's a bitch ass nigga. Nothing to gain, nothing to lose. He's so committed to just doing whatever. Like we're gonna get a backstory eventually.
Of course, we have to. I mean, we get most of it.
I don't need most of it. I feel like we could get like a little half-ass backstory where it's like we see him lose something. He early in his career he loses like a valuable maybe teammate or some bullshit because of the government rules and realizes I can't ever intervene with this shit and he's just a bitch ass nigga for life. I'm cool with that. Whatever. But
I'm with you on that theory. I'm gonna take it a step further. I think he was partners with Dragon.
Okay.
I think him and Dragon seen one event and they both reacted differently to it.
They had a split
kind of
type
like
shit.
Kizarus was more like this. We can't beat them, so there's no point of fighting it. Meanwhile, Dragon was like, "Nah, we ride tonight. We ride at it's over.
We're moving."
Where
so I think it's. I think Kizarus. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I don't want any more flashbacks. I don't want a Kizarus backstory. I don't know.
That cool flashback was like 5 chapters.
It was too much because then we're gonna look at a Kizarus flashback and he's had a sadder life. You're gonna find out he was a slave until he was 50 years old and then had a marine. Like it's gonna be something wild. I'm cool. I don't need another flashback.
I mean, I feel like we'll get like a little thing as he gets like folded because I think either he'll die here or he flips sides here. Ultimately, like he loses the battle, but he'll be like, you know what?
Who kills him?
Crewmate or Dragon, I think, because now it looks at this point. It looks like Luffy's set up to beat Saturn, like right. That's kind of what it looks like. It looks like that's how it's. You think he's done for? You think it's what y'all looking at right now?
Saturn was really phased by that gap. Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Because now I got it.
But do you think But you think it's over? This is my question is that fight. Because now we get into this chapter, right? Do you think it's over? Because to me that looked like okay, Luffy he took whatever kind of invisible bullshit attack that Saturn has, ate it. He said bet. Came back with some crazy pop, laid the nigga out, right? Do y'all feel like the fight is over? Because I feel like that's just that's the tip. That's just the tip. This is the tip. Like I
feel like Jay Garcia might have some type of immortality. That he really is just like not concerned with any type of physical damage he takes. So
it does look that way.
Nigga regrew his liquefied arm. His arm that got liquefied, it came back. He said he was cool with it.
Like he got hit with the strongest Gatling we've ever seen in the story, and he seemed very fine talking to Katarina Devon and
I wouldn't say fine because he was definitely. We got to see it animated because there's definitely a time gap between him hitting the ground and then Katarina Devon popping up.
For sure. You think he was out?
It might have been a couple minutes.
You think he woke up several minutes later in the days? Like
it was later, not too long, but just a little gap.
A couple times, just completely unconscious.
I think it was. So I mean, I feel like they were plotting on this. That's why I'm not sure if it was even that much of a gap. I think it was maybe like at most. We're flashing to okay, he got launched 2 minutes after he's trying to get up and shit like that, and then Katarina pulls up. Is like, no, we got you, nigga. Let me just perfect timing type shit because there's no way that they would have been able. If that's what they came for, and it kind of seems like that's what they came for, which is crazy. Just I don't even know how that. If that's really what they came for, that's
to me. It looked like they came to just confirm that he was on the ground. Just
and then it's like to get him though, to touch him and get like what was it? His appearance to gain like his because that's her devil fruit.
That's what she can do.
Her devil fruit is like she has the nine-tailed fox, which in the
like kill the person.
I don't think so. I think her devil fruit is she could straight up just mimic whoever she touches, kind of straight up a more advanced version of Bon Clay's. I think she straight up has Bon Clay's fruit, but different. I think she could even mimic their abilities to some maybe degree. I think maybe that might be what it is because the nine-tailed fox in Japanese lore is like a shapeshifter. That's what she is. I think she pulls him to touch him.
If Jay Garcia does die on Egghead,
I think he dies here, and I think I don't know.
She just adapts his persona and just goes up to the Gorosei and just starts chilling. No way,
you could do some wild shit with that.
That'd be a mistake.
I know ways that could go down.
Hit me out because there's two ways that could go down. Because one, we know the upper tiers of the world just ain't that bright, bro. I'm sorry, they've been goofing it a lot.
800 years with this nigga. You don't know his mannerisms.
But fuck that. Just to get the Mary Joie. What if it's just what if Blackbeard's whole plan now, or maybe he's trying to maybe it rocks his plan, to actually inherit and take over the world, is we got to get into Mary Joie somehow. That's like the perfect way out. We get this fruit, boom, we get access to Mary Joie. We're in this bitch. Because once they're there, I'm not saying that it's gonna be raps, obviously, but a perfectly timed use of that could be devastating. You time it perfectly. And we don't know it's a Mary Joie. What if there's something there that he wants?
A really big move before anybody notices, and then that's it. You're in.
That's it. You're in there.
I think
that's a scary thought.
Blackbeard. I think that whole little conversation that he had with them about like why Blackbeard, because he's so special. He's got his special physique.
Yeah, his family,
his special lineage.
His lineage.
What I think, whatever that is, I think he might be able to take advantage of whatever the treasure is that's in Mary Joie.
You think it's another D-Clan thing, or do you think it's something specific to Teach?
I think it might be. I think Teach is a member. He probably is like a half member of some forgotten race, right? Whether it be a Buccaneer, because he is kind of like abnormally large, like Kuma is, like the weird misshapen one.
Yeah.
So maybe he's a Buccaneer. Maybe he's, I don't know. Maybe he's part Seraph. I don't know. Who knows? It could just be referring to the D-Clan. But I think either way, he can take advantage of whatever that treasure is in Mary Joie. And I think to take it a step further, I think that whole premonition that Shirley had about Straw Hat destroying the Red Line was actually Blackbeard wearing that big ass straw hat that they have in Mary Joie, wilding out. Because he just said I see a man with a straw hat destroying the Red Line and then destroying Fishman Island.
Interesting.
Not Straw Hat Luffy, but a man with a straw hat. And she said that looking at Luffy, so you'd be able to tell if it's that nigga. He's right in front of you.
But what? So you think there's like a power to that straw hat that's in Mary Joie right now?
I think it's something that only the D-Clan, maybe the D-Clan, maybe a special bloodline, one of those races that, rebelled against Eam back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's something only they can take advantage of. I think Eam is looking to take advantage of it too, and he hasn't been able to. And that's why he's been having to go about things the way the world government's been going about things. Because he can't just outright just dominate the way he wants to, because a D-Clan member can get a hold of this chest, whatever's in that chest, and then use it to stop him. That's what I think. And I think Blackbeard knows that, and he's going to go after it. I think he's going to go after it. And I think especially if he picks up, what's his name, too, Blackbeard's about to go crazy.
That's what I'm saying. You only have to pretend to be Jay Garcia for a few minutes just to get access to the back.
Yeah, that's some wild shit right there. It's like, I feel like the way I like Oda tells stories is that he kind of foreshadows shit in a way. He shows stories in one way and then continues to show the same thing throughout the continued story to drive home how shit is just gonna work. And I think Blackbeard, I feel like whatever his lineage is, I feel like he probably, he obviously was a D-Clan member, but I feel like he might have been a part of a family that like betrayed them, like did some foul shit, and that's why they're so like they're known for that shit. Kind of like almost like how Orochi in Wano, like their family, what was it, the Korizumi clan? They were known to be hoes because of the shit that they did even before that shit. Like they did some shit, like they were just hoe ass niggas that brought nothing to the table. Really, ultimately,
they never said what it was they actually did, right?
They did in recent times. They plotted to kill the
Shogun,
the Kazuki family. But originally, I don't know.
But there's a beef from before that.
There was a long-standing shit, right? I think it might be something similar. I think it might be something similar with Blackbeard. Like his family, they obviously were D-Clan members, but they were on the fringe potentially just because of either their tendency to do shit that was fucked up, or I guess the nature of how they did shit. Because it's not that I don't think Blackbeard is wrong. He's obviously like morally wrong with how he handles shit, but I feel like in terms of the pirate world, how he's navigated shit, it hasn't been the wrong course of action. Like it's all been like the right shit to bring you to the right points. Is he actually morally
wrong though?
That's what I'm saying. Even still, it's like in the pirate world, is it morally wrong to do a lot of this shit that he's been doing? Kill your crewmate, yes, but beyond that, it's kind of like own slaves, yes. It's like, but it's. I just feel like he does shit that's. It's the right way to get shit done in the wrong, in the black, he's not stepping in the white. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like he's doing shit that's like, okay, this is the way to do it. Pretty much how Luffy's been doing it. Luffy's been speed running the pirate world. In like, was it 9 months before the time skip, maybe?
Yeah.
And then
playing hard mode.
He's playing hard mode. He's playing easy mode, but they're ultimately getting to the same point. And so I feel like we're reaching the point of the story where we're starting to see more of the backstory of people that matter, and I think that that's going to be an important factor of how Blackbeard is going to develop his family bullshit. I'm curious about the lineage. I'm curious about like why the lineage matters in general, because the D, obviously the D's a big deal, but like why is his lineage in particular interesting? Like what the fuck did they do that has them in this? Why is he in this position? That's it. That's all I want to know. That's it.
People are willing to follow him just because.
If he's honestly like Rox's son, like things will make a lot of sense. But there has to be something specific about his like physical lineage, like because I don't think he's any of the races we've seen so far. I think he might be his own.
Yeah, I don't think
because there's something specific about it that's so special that people are rallying behind him. But
I mean, besides the fact he can have. I ain't gonna lie. If I lived in the One Piece world, the nigga pulled up and said, I can have 2 devil fruits, and you the only one ever to do that, you special.
It's hands down. You can't deny it. You can't even really kind of like, even if there's a trick to it, like he had the balls to be the first person to like, right. I'm definitely do it.
About self-destructing with eating a second devil fruit. Fuck all that.
Fuck it. Let's see. Like
someone's capping.
Right. And even like the 2 fruits he went for, he didn't go for like, it's not like he did it and like tested on like a little like the jacket and like
the flag, like
he did some wild shit. He went for the
you got single top 5 strongest fruits to himself.
2 top 10 fruits, honestly.
Yes, for sure. 2 top 10 fruits. I can say that for sure.
And was just like, I need that so I can conquer the world.
And I mean, I honestly, who's stopping him right now? Conquering the world wise?
Just Luffy.
That's
a coin toss. Like that's a real 50-50.
Right now, I don't think Luffy beats him.
Right now, no.
I think he has the tools, but I don't think he has the stamina.
I think there's a reason Blackbeard isn't directly confronting this man. I don't think
he don't want that.
Nah. He wanted to fight Luffy. Remember when he was waiting for Law, he was like, I knew it was either going to be you or Straw Hat. And I was just here.
He was just really hoping it wasn't Straw Hat. Like, he was very excited to see Law pull up. Like,
because the bad thing is, the truth is, if Luffy pulled up with Squad, that's a wash. Blackbeard,
that's a wash. He didn't know that, though. He didn't know that would have been a
wash. He had 1/3 of his team with him. Like, he was going to get jumped.
He's eating dirt right there.
He didn't know that, right? He didn't know Zoro's really going to be that big an issue. right? I
mean,
I can read
Sanji
this from
too.
Blackbeard's eyes.
You can wear a light blast if we being real.
I can read this from Blackbeard's
There it
eyes.
is.
We being real.
There it is.
Sanji
Validation.
Sanji
Sanji
just
Starks
wants
is
the
up.
light beam. I'm just being
Jordan
real
don't want to
with
admit it,
y'all
bro.
real quick.
Professor J don't want to admit it.
I'm
Sanji
being
Starks
real
is
with y'all.
prize.
I'm not gonna admit that kick was good because of the line he said directly after it. That was extremely questionable.
The line was weak. I'm not gonna lie.
Forget weak. It was. We need to have him investigated. His line was, "Love shines brighter than light." You love a 12-year-old? What are you talking about, Sanji? What are you really talking about?
Pull up a seat. Take a seat over there.
Let's get Chris Hansen on the line because first you turned the stone with the Seraphim.
No, but hold up. But does he know? But does he know?
He does not know. He has no idea. None of them know.
Did he know the
None of
Seraphim
them
was
know.
12? Did he know the 12-year-old Boa Hancock was a little girl?
That's
Okay.
I'm just saying.
All right.
Put him up there with Josh Kiddey and
Oh.
Mr. Malone.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Big race.
All right.
Hold on. Wait a minute. These are some serious allegations.
We
now.
hanging him in the in the rafters.
I put him up there.
We put him in the rafters.
Really think back, right? Like really think back when he was with what was that? Oh, Fishman Island, right? How old do you think the mermaids were? They look of age to you?
I didn't ask. I wasn't asking.
Outside of Shirahoshi, I'm pretty sure most of the other mermaids were adults.
Oh man.
Outside of Shirahoshi, I'm pretty sure Shirahoshi is still 15.
I don't know.
The problem with mermaids is the only way to tell if they're old enough is when they're ugly, because then you can see
once they start walking.
Once they start walking, oh that bitch. Okay. All right.
Nah.
All right.
She's of age.
I guess. I guess I can do it.
I don't have these problems.
All I'm saying is, I see you, Sanji.
Well, I mean, we gotta put something on his name, though. We gotta put something on his name, though. He come on.
The kick was cool. The kick was good.
Kizaru shook. Kizaru is shook.
No. I just thought about this. Isn't he wearing the photon boots like everybody else?
Come on.
Nah. Take it back. Boots. Take all the points.
He's wearing the photon
boots. He's wearing the photon boots.
He was able to react to the light. That's the fact that matters. He was able to react to the light. He went in. But that's Luffy. I'm not worried about Luffy fucking being able to fucking do that. I'm worried about Sanji, who is
photon boots made to kick light.
Nah,
I'm not giving him points.
If you put Usopp in photon boots, is Usopp kicking the light? No, I'm not.
I want that nigga to kick the bucket in. God.
It looks like we're about.
I wish he would have fell off the island into the force field and just ended his story right there.
Looks like we're about to see a full-on fight with Sanji and Kizarus next chapter. It's squared.
This is a fight. And what's interesting about this now, and this is what poses the interesting question, right, is how deep are we gonna go with this Zoro Lucci fight? Because I told y'all, first of all, I just want to say it. I fucking told y'all.
That's a damn
niggas boxing. Okay, I told y'all.
Listen,
all right,
man, I'll be the one to say it. I'm a certified Lucci hater.
It's okay. I don't even fuck with this nigga. Okay, I don't even fuck with this nigga. You got me defending the op. I don't even fuck with this nigga. That's what's crazy. I don't even fuck with this nigga. He
just outside hoeing.
Let me just put that shit out there. I don't even fuck with this nigga. Right?
Honestly, I don't see the fight going that much longer, bro. As soon as they said we gotta go, right Zoro, pack it up.
I want to see the blitz. 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 That's what I need to see because
I don't think it's gonna take 3,000 words. I'll say that.
No. I don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna take.
If he uses advanced conqueror's coding to any degree to put down Lucci, I think we're seeing that Zoro and this has nothing to do with Lucci at this point. Zoro is separating, I would say, from the rest of the crowd at this point. Mastering advanced conqueror's haki is the difference maker at this point. So I think continuing by himself, no guidance.
Did not go to Luffy and say, "Hey, what really
Luffy's a hockey master right there.
Ooh,
knows hockey better than anyone else not named Silver's Rayleigh and does not want to share at all.
No, he didn't ask Luffy for nothing.
Nothing. He's just coming up. Just coming up.
Coming
up. He's putting down top tier. I'm telling y'all, Zoro is building. He's building a resume, and he's taking down the top tier characters behind the scenes, and it looks good. It looks good on paper.
Mihawk with a list.
Hey,
bro,
hey,
top
government agent. Top government agent on an exploding island. What are you talking about?
I feel the only nigga of a race, bro. Pterodactyl nigga. Like, what are you talking about? He's the last of his kind, and I smoked this shit.
Did you do it, nigga? No.
Come on, bro. Stop. What are you talking about?
Oh, nah.
I did that with all my bones broken. All of them. Everyone.
There's certain shit you can't say you did. You didn't do that.
You didn't do that.
You didn't do that one.
For real.
Right? I'll argue this. I'll argue this for Zoro, right? Because this is a big argument I've been seeing a lot. Like, this Rob Lucci Zoro fight is kind of ruining like the power scaling of Zoro. Because
unless he blitzes him, it really kind of does.
Because do you guys think Lucci's on the same level as King?
That's the thing. Here's the thing.
No.
I want to see how deep this fight gets because I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't be shocked if this nigga Rob Lucci, and this is the only reason why I say this. This is purely off of how far he managed to push Luffy pre-time skip and how his character has been portrayed just from the beginning in general. I can't see him being a bum. I just can't see this character being a bum, if I'm being honest. I can't see him being whack. I know he's the leader of CP9. Who's Who was also not a bum. Jinbei had to defeat him with the full hockey armor, which was just a flex, to be real. I don't think he needed it to defeat him, but I don't think he needed it. But I think that Rob Lucci is a top-tier character. I feel like that's how the story has portrayed him, and I think that's how he's going to go out. He's going to lose. He's going to lose. He's
the bottom of the top tiers. Like, not like the bottom, but I think bottom 10.
I don't think he's a legendary character. That's not it. I think he is a, if we're talking about all A-tier fighters, I think he's probably an A- fighter. Maybe like an A-tier fighter on the outside of like the true like best. But I still think he's a.
Give me his comp. Who else he's with?
Crocodile.
Are we talking about who he's defeating? I don't know much about Crocodile at this point. I don't
want to say defeat, but like who's like around the same level as him.
Similar, right? Similar level.
Like,
can we agree? Like Sabo is about.
I think
Sabo's a little bit stronger, but I'd say they're about.
I'd say Sabo's a player in that realm. So I would probably put Sabo like above him momentarily. I would put Sabo above him, but in that realm, a Sabo is someone who I'd throw in there.
I don't know. I put Sabo with Zoro now.
Yeah,
that's why.
Yeah, I feel like Sabo, because Zoro hasn't mastered advanced Conqueror's coding. Right? He can pull it out every now and again, but it's not mastered. Sabo is like technically sound, like a highly technically sound fighter.
For sure.
That just got this overpowered devil fruit. So it's not like the other way around where he's a devil fruit user who has to learn how to fight and like learn how to blend his fighting style with the devil fruit. He got hands. He's been using them for decades. Now it's just learning how to use the devil fruit to like increase it, and it's pretty easy because it's overpowered.
But do you think Sabo defeats Zoro? Because I don't think Sabo beats Zoro.
No, I don't think he beats Zoro. But I think it's a close enough fight. I think that Sabo pushes him the same way King pushed Zoro.
Okay, I think we can agree there. I think
I just don't think Lucci does that.
I don't think Lucci's as strong as King. I think he's probably, if I had to compare him to a character that he would probably have a tough fight against, probably Queen. I would say a Queen is probably the max he could probably go. And I think Queen is a hard fight for most characters, not named Sanji.
The worst character in One Piece, I swear to God.
Queen, first of all,
outside of the music, he's really not great.
Honestly, I
use them as like the fodder scale. Like everyone uses them as that scale.
I unironically love Queen. I think Queen. Queen is fucking hilarious.
The concert was lit. The concert was crazy.
I think Queen is fucking hilarious. I don't know. I can't bring myself to hate Queen. But durability wise, strength wise, I don't think many characters are defeating Queen. I think Sanji does because of hacks.
Straight
plot, honestly. Yeah.
Plot, it's cool. But like most characters aren't defeating Queen in a real fight. He starts using all this dumb cyborg shit, dinosaur superpower bullshit. Yeah, most people aren't defeating Queen.
You say Rob Lucci doesn't beat him, right?
I think Rob Lucci probably does defeat him, but not in a way that's like convincing, not in a super convincing way.
In terms of taking on the Straw Hats, I think Sanji is a hard stop.
I think he'd probably lose to Sanji, but it'd be a high difficulty fight.
Yeah,
I think it'd be a high difficulty fight.
but
I think Sanji taking up the win.
I think that is a bad matchup in general for Rob Lucci because Sanji's everything he can do, but
high durability at this point. High durability at this point. Like it's
that's a really bad matchup. You're not faster
tough.
than him. You're not stronger than him. You're not more durable. What do you got?
I'm actually wondering, and it's just a question because it didn't seem like Lucci was struggling when he was fighting Luffy and Gearfrith. He just couldn't keep up at all when it came to attack potency. He just couldn't do anything, or I would say even reaction speed, because he could like see him obviously, but he couldn't like do anything about being hit. So it was kind of like he was keeping up, but he was just getting like lined up.
I
So
wouldn't even
like,
say he was keeping up because he couldn't touch Luffy.
Yeah, I'm saying he was in the moment. He was there. Like he was.
I think he missed
he was
like every attack and then got folded 2 hits later. Like,
yeah, I mean, but he didn't go down immediately. Is my point, and I feel like this is partially because Luffy was having fun, but he was relative, at least in terms of speed. I would say, at least in terms of chasing the nigga, he was there. I don't know if Sanji's having a problem with that though. I just don't. Kicking light now is like all right. That's what I'm saying. Nigga reacted to light
before the beam got there, bro.
Reacting to light is wild.
You really got to put that in perspective.
His observation hockey's been pretty good since the New World, though. So I can understand how he was able to react. Because remember the Jelly Bean incident where he literally changed.
He weaved it.
I do.
He changed history. Like
I do, but not light. Light is crazy. Light is one of them things where now I gotta question. Well, how far were you away, nigga? Because what the fuck? Like that's a. If Kizarus was shook, I mean, the fact that he had a panel of being shook, like just a panel of being straight up surprised that Sanji was able to react.
Because he thought that beam was taking out everybody. He aimed that. He thought that was it. Like that's usually the game ender. That's no one really deflects that like that, except for like Rayleigh. But that's
a big one. That's a big one right there. So we're just gonna have to see. But I'm happy.
I still don't think Sanji wins the fight. If I'm being honest. I don't think Sanji buys enough time.
Not yet, at least.
But I don't think he wins the fight just yet.
Maybe end
he has to fight him with a gimmick right now. If it's really the photon boots, why he's able to touch light at all, which is stupid because he has hockey, so he should use hockey.
He should be able to. Exactly.
Right. He should just be able to. So I hope the photon.
Wait, hold the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying.
The nigga got hockey. Right?
That's what I'm saying. I hope the photon boots.
Does light work differently? Because then
I think it's just like the speed.
The same thing. Because then,
but Rayleigh's Rayleigh. Like we're talking about somebody who's like the master of all hockey, physical specimen.
Did it with some chocolates.
I mean, he was the second hand to ride. That nigga's different. That's a different nigga right there. But if Sanji's able to react to it, I'm like, all right, nigga, you pretty strong. You pretty strong. You be able to fucking react to that shit. I give you that.
I don't give him no points still.
No points is crazy. No points is my line. No points is crazy.
A photon boot for a pedophile.
I feel like I'm giving the photon boot just for aesthetic right now.
So I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt for now, but if it comes out that he knew she was 12, I'm gonna have to talk over.
Oh God,
that's what I'm saying, man.
I have to email real quick.
I can leave the Bonnie thing to the questionable side right now. I can do that.
Yeah,
but I didn't forget about Bo and Seraphim. I vividly remember him being turned to stone with hard eyes.
Yeah, that was.
I'm saying Frankie was also on that, man.
Frankie is a half machine. He probably
gets
see the science behind it. He was just
he gets a pass for science.
Science is amazing. I don't understand it.
He is a man of science.
He is a man. Unlike that fraud. Can I talk about him for a second? Because that was the thing that annoyed me the most about this entire chapter. Last chapter, we learned he's not a man of science. He knows nothing about the scientific world and the scientific community.
We accused him in the past, but now we got fucking triple confirmation.
But
knows nothing.
Now I gotta question the defense warrior part.
We were really riding on that. Like I honestly thought, like maybe he's not that big into science, but
the hands is working, right?
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. You gotta ask yourself though: has he met a nigga like this in the last 800 years? The answer is no.
I mean, if he was around when Joy Boy was around, he better have knew how to fight like that.
I don't think any one of them had hands. That's why they had to jump this nigga. They had to jump this nigga because no one had hands for him. They didn't have nothing for this nigga. They had to jump. Had to jump. Because the ones was impossible to run. They couldn't do it. Come on.
They're gonna
Nigga got
reveal Ian's pictures actually gay and he's been jumping niggas from
Had to.
Bro,
Had to. He got a fucking 30-foot
with.
wingspan at will. He's smacking you from across the basketball court, bro. It's ridiculous.
Hitting you with the Acme strats for real.
It's
You just
ridiculous.
gotta figure it out, bro.
Ridiculous.
Anvils.
Come on. You can't fight that nigga one-on-one. So he did the Kaido one-on-one? What the fuck?
That was crazy though, because at the very least, Kaido gave us one of the best showings against Luffy we've ever seen, right? The best, right? No one has looked, except maybe Katakuri, because I always argue Cat won the fight.
But he ain't killing nigga 4 times. He ain't knock him out 4 fucking times.
That's the only thing, right? Because Luffy's heart stopped at least twice. He died at least twice. Like, pack it up, right? So to go from that to see this science defense warrior get folded by one, like, you didn't even take one gantlet?
No science, no defense,
no warriors. Like,
no warrior, no hoes.
No,
what are you doing?
He's a lackey on the Goro say for real, man.
You think they sent him out to handle the light work?
They sent him out to get groceries for real. Get him outside, man. They don't like him around. He's always talking about science. He don't know shit about science. He actually knows the least about science, but that was the last role left to give somebody, and they gave it to him.
Science, the last role is crazy. How is science the last role?
No one knows anything about science on the Goro.
No, hold on. Science got to be role number 1. What the fuck? You get a nigga with the worst stats, science, nigga? That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they was riding so hard on Vegapunk, bro. They had all their money in Vegapunk because nobody knew shit about science. Nobody.
Bro, for fucking 770 years, they were just writing everything and just, oh, God.
Yeah, man.
But that whole time, they thought science was just like owning slaves. Like they had no idea what science was.
They was just injecting hoes with shit. That's what they were doing in Mary Joie. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, yeah, we were just giving her potions. Just giving her shit out.
It works. Whoever gives her a fatal disease, I guess that's the right one.
Just giving her potions and cancer juice and seeing what works out.
Anti-sunlight rock skin disease, bro. It's crazy.
They're gonna make her stand in the sun until she dies. Yeah.
Science.
What do you gain? What do you gain?
He didn't even write none of it down. He even write none of it. He said, "Oh shit." No notes. Guess I gotta try again. Yeah. Got the lens cap on the camera and everything. Fucking no.
Bro, you ain't never heard of the scientific process, bro? You ain't fucking.
He reporting back to Eam scribbles.
Nah. He was asking him what he got.
Good job, Garcia. We're gonna put it right on the fridge.
Bro. He ain't come back with
this
shit.
Science today.
Look,
Eam, science.
That boy made me sick, man. That boy made me sick.
No hands, no. Oh man, I need. That's why I say I'm a victim of Oda, because I've been deceived.
In a hole and said, "Look, guys."
He made one baking soda volcano, and they was like, "That's the science guy."
Yes. That's the science
division.
That's the one right there.
He's been promoted.
And he didn't even do it himself.
He paid a slave to do it.
He paid a slave to do that shit.
I bet you the rest of the girls they didn't even know about Vegapunk. He was just bringing them back Vegapunk's shit, talking about, "Look what I did, guys.
Look what I made, guys.
Look at me. I made the science. What does it do? Science."
Nigga said, "Don't worry. It's 500 years in the future. That was the excuse. It's too advanced for me to explain. So
it turns bullets to rose petals."
Yeah, don't worry.
Like I said, what are we gonna do with this?
Science, big. It's just all for the pursuit of science. Yeah, I think he was portrayed to be much, much better. And I get Luffy's really him, right? I get it's the main character, but I just wanted a better show, honestly. Throw a punch back, swing back, fight back, do the little death stare, eye beam thing, and let it miss.
I mean, he did. He hit him with it, like in that panel right before Luffy smacked the fuck at him. He did.
It didn't even stop Luffy's motion.
Luffy was still winding up. Yeah, he was still winding up. Now he even cocked back the other arm. He was still winding up the same fist. He just he ate it. Nigga ate it and said, "All right," and came back with it. Yeah, so I don't know. He's kind of whack,
man. And then to get touched by a random Blackbeard crew member,
bro. Blackbeard pirates are just sitting there, just phones out.
Admittedly, though.
4K, like.
Admittedly, though. Those are like the two best ones to do that shit though. Like he's teleporting everywhere. She could just transform into like I guess whoever
Steal
she
identities, bro.
Steal identities.
She's
like
a human docs machine, bro. Like
she's wilding the fuck out.
Still
that is kind of wild. Yeah,
got your whole identity. Got
shit over.
It's over.
It's done for.
Your accounts, science. We're doing it now.
She's the fucking issue, honestly.
I think the real issue is the end. What's his name?
Caribou bitch ass selling it, bro. Selling it. What
that's
the
fuck? Real problem right there.
He about to tell everything.
For real.
He's about to tell everything. That point though, everything too.
He about to put the whole world's secrets on blast right now.
Heavy.
Oh boy knows everything. He knows where ancient weapon is. He knows where fucking another ancient weapon is.
He's seen both of them. Both of them. He knows.
Just outside.
He is about to sing. That shit had me fucking crying.
Somebody not guarding their man for real.
I said he's selling it. He's selling. That was Zoro's job though. But I mean, admittedly, things happen.
He dropped the ball.
Things happen. Things happen though. Things happen.
I don't know why they didn't kill him.
I would have clapped that.
Dropped that man off the boat immediately, mid-ocean.
He's a good backpack though.
Mid grand line.
I'm keeping it a buck. I would have made him a crew member.
He's a good backpack. I'm not gonna lie. I would make him a slave.
We're handing you to the boat, bro.
You're a slave
with 1,000 Sunday.
On my crew, or you in the ocean? What we doing?
He's not good enough to be a member. He was trying to fucking sex traffic mermaids and shit. You're a slave, nigga. I'm sorry.
I'm tying you to the front of the boat. The front of the boat.
You are my backpack. You are the
front of the
waves. You're getting hit with high tide every day, bro.
Dude, roll tide. Just fucking just fucking
Bro, I
hit
hope
that
you
nigga.
like seawater for real. You're spending a lot of time with it.
He got the swamp fruit too. He really from Alabama.
He about to have to live with it, man. This is your fate. My new backpack, nigga.
Alabama know me.
Hey,
honestly, I'd have mad alligators on me. I'd have those shits from Amazon Lily, those crocodile shits.
He's bugging me because that's what I would really do too. Honestly, I would just have mad random like sea kings and just
wild shit.
Pull a sea king out my shoulder.
Man, I'm pulling anything out. I'm pulling all types of shit out, man.
Coming out like those old creeps. I used to have watches on the inside of their coat. Nah, I got fucking giant sea creatures.
I'm pulling the switch out of Caribou, nigga. I'm pulling the switch out of Caribou. Fuck all that, yeah. Put duct tape on the switch. What are you talking about, nigga?
Fire it from the swamp, bro.
Yeah, fuck that nigga.
Oh, it's coming from the ground.
Wait, what is he doing? Why is he reaching into that man?
Is that reaching into that man?
What's happening?
Mom, what's going on? What is he doing? Why did his hand just go through him?
Was it spinal cord or rifle? What's going on? Where is he pulling it out?
Oh no.
Oh man. We didn't even talk about like the Giants pulling up.
Oh yeah, they pulled up crazy. Admittedly, they pulled up. I mean, we knew it. We knew it was gonna be crazy, but they just started fucking destroying everything.
It was crazy.
The grand scheme, though, like
in hindsight,
because if they make it to the island,
they made it. They're on land.
They have. I mean, 30 ships have been destroyed according to the job.
Oh, yeah,
out of the 100 ships, 30 have been destroyed. So it's already crazy. It's already
like what? Already wild. What is the world 30%. Government really doing? Why did they not beam Elback? Why did he not test that shit there? That's the problem.
First place I hit, bro. Day one.
I think
Elback came and took out 30 ships. That's 2 ships, 2 marine battleships per nigga. What are we doing here?
I think Elbath is too big. and I think that it is not possible to go over certain areas. I think there are certain places that the Mother Flame probably can't go to, whether it's because of, and this is me fail safes, because I still think that the ancient weapons, I think there's certain things, obviously the ones that are alive, you can use them on anything, like Shirahoshi, whatever. But the Mother Flame, I feel like that's a weapon. Like that's like a real weapon.
Yeah, it's a nuke.
It's flying in the sky. It's doing whatever the fuck it's doing. I think there's certain places it can't go, because why wouldn't they have used it on Wano, if anything? Obviously, Wano's useful, but the threat of that shit over Wano, you could have got whatever you wanted out of that shit. If you went ahead and put that shit above Wano, what? That's my
opinion, bro. I wouldn't put it past Kaido to just turn into a dragon and just go up there.
Well, then boom, it's all done then. No, now no one has anything.
No crew, no
nothing. All right,
and we don't have a Mother Flame, so this is a wash. How about
that? Was just you. We'll be there by Saturday morning.
How about that?
You got no hitters with you.
Them niggas not planning ahead, because I don't understand that shit. Like, so that's why I think it's probably one of them situations. You can't just go ahead and fly it over everywhere. But I also think Elbaf is probably just, if it's the land of the giants, it's got to be the biggest fucking country, biggest island
in the world,
on the planet. So I think it's just probably too large.
So they would only hit like 1/8 of it if they tried to.
Kid pulled up and was wreaking havoc, and granted, he got folded immediately by Shanks. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But I would have constant naval battleships just bombarded. It would be a perpetual buster call until the island is gone. Because there should be no giant kids, because that's the problem. Right? Like, if I was really, I'm about to put y'all on how evil I would be if I was the world government, right?
All right, let's hear it.
It's immediate genocide.
If I'm right? First off, giants, I'm poisoning their waters. I'm going straight evil. Yo, Magellan.
We're going Israeli.
Fuck Impel down. We're going to drop you over here, and I just want you to just be poisoned in this river right here and in this river right here. Now, all the kids, pack them up, right? Now I just got to play the waiting game. It's only 200, 300 years, right? Y'all niggas was already 300 years old. I just got to wait another 300. And y'all die. Slide into Elbaf. That's step 1. Step 2. Kaido, my man. I'm going to have you see Akainu. I'm going to have you see Aokiji, Garp, Kizaru, and Sengoku. I'm going to send the whole squad for you. We're not going to let this, whatever you got going on,
real quick.
We're going to pack this up real quick, real quick, right? I'm going to lose some people. I get that. But these niggas are going to jump you, and they're going to win. Step 2, right? Step 3, Mihawk. Please become the new admiral, because I just lost 2 to Kaido.
Good luck.
Please.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm not trying to hear that, bro.
If not, then I go to my other backup plan, which is make him the enemy of the world and just start destabilizing his whole country and his economy. Right?
Damn.
I'm going full CIA, shadow government, Venezuela.
Okay.
I'm gonna go full Zero Dark 90.
Oh shit!
Right? You got to play the long political game after that, because
the Contras and all that shit.
Got to do it, right? Have to start a civil war between his baboons on his island. I mean, the whole 9. Like, really, really shut his stuff down. So that's step 3. Step 4. Back in Alabasta, Luffy doesn't leave this island. He dies here.
Yeah, that means that's the easiest one, to be real with you. Because what the fuck were they thinking in any sense by letting that happen? I mean, plain and simple.
What did Captain Smoker say? He's letting Straw Hat do what? The what? Pack him up and get me Straw Hat right now.
Yeah.
Right? Give me both of them niggas. Bring them both here together. Because what are y'all talking about?
First, demote that nigga, then kill that nigga.
Right.
Tell him he's fired before you kill him. Please. I need that. I need him to know.
Let him know. Let him know it's that personal, you bitch. Right? Oh my God.
Hand him this letter of resignation.
What are we doing here? Like,
clap that man.
And you see, the only problem I have with the plan is going to me is destabilizing Mihawk's Island, because that nigga, I feel like that nigga liable to not care. And then
Like, oh well.
I'd be on that with my care, bro. He'll sip wine while shit is going wrong outside, bro.
He about to just go back to killing niggas. That's the problem with that nigga.
There I go killing again.
Back to killing again. Just back.
Get annoyed. He's just gonna look at them and just one swing.
It's like, no, I can't live my life. All right, bet. Let me sit back in this chair and float around the ocean and destroy every single marine ship I see in my line of sight. Yeah, and that's for miles.
He's awful.
Gotta be at least 1 or 2 God Knights that can dance with me. Really, what I would do.
Ooh. You want to take that
God
chance?
Knights gotta come outside.
Yeah, I don't
you
know.
lose a God Knight, that's a number.
You losing 2. You losing. You said 2. You losing 2. You're
losing your starting 5, bro.
If I send 12 and I lose 4, I'm okay.
I don't think he's losing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Send 12. You
12?
send 12.
Send the whole gang, bro.
Send the unit.
The Power Rangers. Send everybody, bro.
Listen, there's a nigga who was going around alone, just killing cops he was just doing it. He didn't care what happened. He was just until they had to beg him to stop.
They made him an honorary cop.
They had to recruit him. He was doing this so much. Bro, you're on the team. You don't have to kill them anymore, bro. You're on the team. You're on the same side, please.
A nigga just walking around New York, just bow, just killing cops and shit like that, knocking off lieutenants, and they said, "All right, okay," and
cannot be stopped. No matter all forces, all retaliation you attempt is just an utter failure. And you hand him a job application. He's just like, I'm not gonna work. He's just like, fine, just don't kill anybody else.
That's the best. That
nigga is just doing it so you can clock and I know who you are.
Right. Just call us every couple hours. Say, hey, bro, I haven't killed anybody in a minute. All right, good looks. We appreciate you.
I got nothing left.
There's 10,000 buried.
God Knights in the Gorosei. Because what else can you do?
You have to send them. I'm not gonna lie to you. A nigga like that. That's why they couldn't send anyone to really deal with any of the Yonko. Because it's like if you send in somebody, it's gotta be the top. And then it's like you're risking everything if you send in an admiral and they don't come back. You're risking a lot.
Your power drops significantly. Because if a Kanu dies, you're gonna have Green Bull? That's what you want to work with? You want to be stuck with Green Bull as your replacement? You're gonna be tight. You're gonna be bad. There's gonna be a lot less than
that only happened after Akano got promoted. You got to remember, it only got real tricky after he got promoted because then he's not outside.
Yeah.
So he's not outside. Gark's not outside. Sengoku's not. You just took off 3, and I'll teach you. You took off 4 of the biggest hitters. If you're keeping it a buck, it's like I mean. I'm trying to think of it. That's like the Knicks just pulling off Jalen Brunson and Randall and Anobi just out of nowhere. You can't win.
Nothing to gain.
It's just, like it's a no-win situation. Now, I'm saying back when Sengoku was still in charge, you would have made some moves then. I'm saying right after Whitebeard died, I would have been moving.
Yeah, I'm still scared. If I had to send in by any means, if I just said, I'm gonna send in a fucking admiral with like maybe 4 God Knights as an auxiliary team, and we're gonna have him go handle Mihawk real quick. Am I confident that that's gonna be a situation where we're gonna walk away as the winner? I'll send Kizaru. I'm gonna send Kizaru and then 4 God Knights.
I'm gonna stop you there. It's not. You're gonna lose Kizaru and all 4 God Knights.
I'm sending out. I think even
Isho and then some God Knights. I think he might have a better shot.
Okay, I can see that.
A better shot, but I think he's fucking killing a few of y'all and escaping. I don't think y'all capturing him. He's a nigga that's strong enough that I don't know, man. I don't know, and I mean that for a lot for the other characters. There's a few other characters that I could say. Well, maybe it might not be in character of them to escape, but I can say they potentially take out a few and still manage to leave the battle. I could say that about most of the Yonko. I think Big Mom probably wouldn't fall into that category. I think Shanks could be the same.
Big Mom.
Big Mom's not falling. She's not. You said nah. You listen. Listen. You send the squad after Big Mom. It's over. We saw it.
The squad. He's not real. He'll be back in 4 hours, bro.
Listen,
about to say, you just gotta send Kuzan and it's over.
Long Kid took her together. I'm sorry. That she getting out the picture. She getting out the picture. That's all I can say.
He's standing on business. You might lose. You might lose if you send Isho and Kizaru. You're losing both of them.
You're losing both of them, and I don't think that's a situation where anyone's coming home. You might just end up with nobody coming back. That's a wash right there.
And an angry Kaido on the other end.
Whoa!
Kaido just calls you 8 p.m. Both your niggas is dead, man. I don't know what to tell you. We told you not to fuck around.
No, they ain't coming home no more, right?
I'm gonna get real drunk and pull up. So be ready. I'm gonna get shit faced and I'm pulling up to your front door.
And then he gonna come to the wrong place, destroy a country by accident. Destroy a country by accident. Go home, forget about it. Oh
no. King pulls up, just Kaido, weren't you supposed to destroy the Navy headquarters? What?
I did. I did. What do you mean?
Oh my god, that was an uninhabited island. Just wiped off the map.
Wiped off a small farming village, small farming nation, gone.
I had a population of 600 people. Like I don't know why you had to do that. I don't know why you had to do that.
They were all related, like all third cousins. Just fucking.
It's a whole bloodline you just wiped, kind of.
Oh god,
people will never see again.
Well, vengeance.
Can Luffy do that?
What? Take out Isho and Kizaru? I think so.
I think at this point,
he'd have to handle it immediately. I don't think there's room to fuck around in that situation, but I think he could do it.
The thing is, I think he could put people down quickly.
Serious and Kizaru off rip shows me that he can't take both of them again.
You don't think
if he didn't have to run through like those explosive barriers, I'm pretty sure he would have been a better fight. But he was already like cooked from those, like getting launched halfway across the map and then having to come back after blowing up several times.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm okay. Luffy's durability at this point, I feel like it's. I don't even think about it when it comes to him taking damage, unless it's like shown to be extremely critical damage. He's just gonna get blown up in fights now, especially because it looks funny in Gear Fit. Like he's gonna get blown up. Like we're gonna see him just continue to take stupid attacks. Like even when he got hit with the fucking whatever invisible beam that fucking Saturn hit him with. Like he just made the goofiest. He made the goofiest fucking face after he got like smushed and was still spinning his arm at the same time. Like I don't know. I'm not really worried about him when it comes to damage, but I think part of the issue is that like I still think the reason why he's going Gear Fifth immediately is he's testing his stamina. I think he's trying to push the limit of Gear Fifth continuously so he can get better at using it. I don't think it's not that I don't think he was worried about using any other form to fight Kizaru, but I think he's confident that he could take Kizaru down with a hit in Gear Fifth. I think he's confident that if he's using Gear Fifth on Kizaru, it's not a question of whether he could take him down. It's a question of when. I think Gear Fourth is just more of like it's more of a fight. It's just more of a fight if he uses Gear Fourth. You know,
he got to work a little bit more.
He's got to work a little bit more. It's more of a duel. But in Gear Fifth, I think it's just not a question of can I defeat this nigga. I think it's just a question of when I touch this nigga, is one punch going to be enough, or am I going to hit him with a combo real quick? But I think Gear Fifth is enough to put Kizaru down for sure. And I think Kizaru knows it too. I think Kizaru knows it too.
I'm not gonna lie. Kizaru, I mean, he did take a little break. He did take a 10-minute breather. But he got up a little bit, with a little pep in his step.
Yep.
So I don't know. I think Isho might be just a bit too much for Luffy.
You think them two together would be too much for him to?
Yeah, like if they approach the fight at this, I think if it was like a normal One Piece fight where Luffy's fighting one of them and then he's already getting the upper hand and then the other one jumps in, I think Luffy still wins that. Mm-hmm. I think it's a hard fight, but he still wins that.
There's a lot of gifts got to work around.
Yeah, but if they just pull up together, I think gravity and light is a tough combination, even for cartoon freedom plot.
Because you got to do it clones, and then you got to do it.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I want to believe that it's not that I don't think that Luffy couldn't win that fight. I just think that at this point, especially if he hits you, I just think the attack potency at this level where he's at right now is that serious that it's 2 punches is if he touches you clean twice, it's gonna be a rough day for you. Like it's rough. Those are rough.
Is no joke.
The speed is no joke. So even though I do think it's a tough fight, I don't know if Isho is fast enough and has fought enough people at like that Kaido. Luffy fought Kaido. That's all I'm gonna say.
True.
He fought Kaido.
That's battle experience in itself.
He fought Kaido. I don't think that Isho has fought enough people on that level to say that he could keep up with someone who's going to continue to fight on that level and pace nonstop. So I think Luffy could touch him. I think if he gets jumped though, it's just tougher because obviously Kizarus is fast, but I think he can get it done. I think he can get it done.
I don't think Luffy has like the AOE to do damage to both of them
at the same time.
Yeah. And I think that's going to be the problem because while he's fighting one of them, because he's going to have to fully focus one, the other one gets
that future sight though. That future sight. I mean,
I think start throwing lightning bolts, AOE's.
Okay.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
It's that and the future sight which got me like I think he could honestly, especially if he's going to continue to grow, which he is. I think he can react. I mean, I think he can react. I think he can react to both of them, hypothetically.
And it really depends on how much Haki negates a devil fruit and which devil fruits. Because if he could like fully like negate that gravity, like if he's too strong to affect with gravity,
that I don't know.
The key factor right there.
That's where it gets tricky because I'm like, can he negate? It's almost like Isho separates the gravity from himself because he's not made of gravity.
Yeah,
it's like he's like thrown it. So it's like, could he negate the gravity while it's already thrown at him? Like, or is that separate from his devil fruit at that point? Like, is the gravity once he separates it no longer his devil fruit? Like, is it just now like the element of gravity? Like, does that make sense? Like, is it like
now he's just rewritten this little
like it's
gravity?
Because it's crazy. Like the gravity affects everything, so it's kind of like it's a force. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
But if it works like other devil fruits and it's part of the devil fruit power,
then you could do that.
Might fundamentally mean that it doesn't work on them.
Shit, I don't even think that'll be rough. You could just do it if you have good enough Haki control. I think you could just stop the gravity from being.
Unfortunately, we have not seen anybody stop
in practice.
Isho's hit everybody with it successfully.
I mean,
unless it's like awakened, then I mean, not much you can do about that.
That's what I'm curious about. Like, I wonder if awakened abilities can be countered at all because it doesn't seem like their Law's ability seems like it's not counterable. Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything.
No, once he awakens it, it's a wrap.
There's anything you do to avoid that. Like, it's just going to happen.
Beat him at that point. Now it's just I have to just like that's it. Now it's just a life and death fight.
I think it's like, all right, can I move faster than you before you do this bullshit? And most of the time, it's no. Most of the time, the answer is probably no.
Single shambles is really, it's really giving me a hard time. Ooh. And the fact that he could encompass islands in a room, like,
the episode put it into perspective. I think the episode really put it into perspective how crazy his awakening is on paper. Still got folded, but
folded heavy. There was no way around it. Yeah. So sorry.
It looked even worse, honestly, animated. It looked a lot more
real.
I'm gonna lie, like the slash was clean when he cut him and Stronger off the whole like that.
It was cool.
It was clean.
It was cool.
But he stabbed Blackbeard with K-Room.
But you missed, dog. You missed.
Yeah,
what the fuck? Like that's not the horse. I needed more personally.
Yes, I mean, you did something. You attacked. You helped. But the ultimate threat.
The crew looked a little better in the anime. I'll say that much.
Oh yeah, they had to. They had to make the crew look better because in the manga that shit is like pretty much.
Like burgers.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Did not do too much. But the torpedoes was there. You feel me? The Sachi and Penguin with the water bullets knocking the boat down. You
gotta ignore a lot of shit. You gotta suspend your disbelief a little bit in the manga for certain shit, and that's one of the things. You gotta kind of be like, yeah, his crew did work because I mean, like, you gotta believe they did. you gotta believe that them niggas really did something because them niggas are ass. John Bart, that fucking Haitian nigga is trash, bro. Like they just got some random dude from down the block by my house to join the crew. It's crazy. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy. He's not even good at nothing, bro. Got this nigga from Port-au-Prince, and bro, he's not
I ain't
carrying
gonna lie.
no
That nigga John Bart definitely lied on his resume.
Heavy.
No lie.
No way.
Heavy.
No way. He said my bounty's 200 million, and I was a crazy
What?
pirate. That's what? Where is that bounty now?
What did you
I was
do?
the captain of my own crew for a couple years.
Nigga, what?
Shut your ass up, Bart.
Nigga was a
You
kindergarten
talking about?
teacher.
He was on the wrong island and got picked up by his slave traders. He big and strong. That's it.
I have to find his bounty because I know they said they was talking about his bounty was high. No, the fuck it's not.
All we know is he could take a bullet.
Yeah, I
A lot of
guess.
people
Not a
can.
feat. It wasn't even a
That
hockey
nigga got
bullet.
beat up. He got beat up by a fucking second rank mink. I'm not hearing it, bro. He got
Usopp
beat up
took a
by
bomb
a
to the
second.
face. I don't even like
Yeah.
Usopp. I think that was a better feat than getting shot and then just being shot.
Like,
That's all that
whoa.
was. He just got shot.
Kind of just flexed it off,
Like he's a bum. He's a
Not-
bum.
not
He's really
Jesus
just
Virgin
joined the
couldn't
crew.
do, but,
That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen,
He reminds me of this nigga. I remember this nigga from high school. He used to walk around like, yeah, I got stabbed before. Okay. Okay.
all right.
And-
It just means you're bad at getting
Okay.
knocked out, bro.
Congrats. I'm glad you're still
Yeah,
with us.
and-
I mean,
Yeah, and I don't piss
Congrats, you
blood.
made it.
That's like, it's great, buddy.
like, yeah, I got shot.
The
I
fuck?
got a high bounty. I used to leave my
Oh,
own crew.
but how many fist fights have you won?
You won.
How many fights
no.
have you won? Tell me.
Like, without
What's
the
your
money.
What's your record?
I feel like Lord should have asked him, why did you end up as a slave? Like, how did you get captured?
Yeah, how did that slavery story happen? How did that?
As it turns
What
out,
about-
Law was not built like that. I'm sorry.
Nah, man. Find out this nigga
You
got
have to find
tricked.
out
He
the
got
fact.
tricked into being a slave, bro. Like they fooled him.
Signed
They
this
fooled
contract, we give you 10,000 barrier. Oh, yeah? As soon as he signed it, collar around his neck. Gotcha.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Should have read the fine print. Gotcha.
He said, "Not again."
The fine print is just the word slavery really small.
Yes, you are now
That's the
a
only fine
slave.
print, bro.
Once
You
you
need fine
sign,
print? Slavery?
you are a
No.
slave.
Sorry, buddy.
Y'all have any predictions for next week's chapter?
Sanji gets smoked immediately.
Oh wow!
Dragged off.
Oh wow! You say Sanji getting
Probably.
dragged next chapter?
He's getting dragged away while the crew escapes.
Oh my god, he's getting
Pulled off by
They got him
Bonnie and
T-posed
Robot
up,
Kuma,
T-posed up, getting carried out. Yeah.
dragging him off like you weren't him.
Oh,
You
no.
realize that now.
He got off screen by
You're crazy, crazy.
Nah,
Rob
I'll
Lucci
win.
is a body.
Oh, Rob Lucci is a body. Okay.
He is
Okay.
He's folded with his clothes still on.
Yeah, I think Jinbei, once Jinbei gets upstairs, it's
I
I think that's
I
the
think
next
Jay
chapter.
Garcia just dips. I think too much has went wrong for him to stick around. If I'm being
Oh,
honest,
you think
they
he
have
leaves?
they have his IP address. Like it's
Nigga
quite
shouldn't-
for him.
no science. No science.
No science, bro. They got his
Hold on.
ID, social
No
security. They got pictures of him. His face is on live media everywhere. Big news is about to go
Yo.
all over the planet. He has to go abort mission, bro. It's a wash. He
Let me
has
tell
to
you
get out of
something.
there, bro.
That nigga
Can't
Leave
came,
leave.
Kizaru. He
He
gotta
can't
go.
leave. He can't leave. It's,
He came downstairs. It's like, I am the chief science defense warrior. I am a Gorosei, one of the 5 strongest people in the world.
And
I
he got punched
this.
up 10 times,
Punched
bro.
in the
Since he
face,
said
then
that,
looked up, and all he seen was this behind him. A nigga like this. What's up,
bro. bro.
The Blackbeard pirate
Just
is
in the
behind him.
trees, like, damn,
Yo.
that's crazy.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Dog,
Mhm.
this dude really pulled up. He really pulled up, said mad bullshit, and got punched in the face 10 times. That's
10
what's
times.
happened. That's
10
what's
times.
happened.
And then
I'm
had his
telling you.
identity stolen by AI, bro.
Nigga had no VPN. I'm telling you, he's not going home. I'm telling you, he's not going home. Let me tell you what's happening, right? He's gonna get up mad as fuck, right? He's gonna
Right.
get up mad as fuck. He's gonna tie his shoes. He's gonna tie his shoes too tight. You ever see the nigga about to get into a fight and they tie their shit too tight?
He's
You know,
gonna
you
put on
fucked up, boy.
6 pair of shoes for each foot,
Oh,
bro. Just lace up one at a time.
Ball and go
6
home.
shoes.
He about to
Get
get
the
up.
ball and go home. I'm sick
Yo.
of this.
His feet about to be
It's out
too
of
tight.
line.
He gonna get up. He gonna have no
Bowling
movement.
shoes.
He about to have no mobility, right? He about to fuck up. That's it. About to get
He's
beat
about
up.
to drop the ball repeatedly, bro.
Drop the ball. He about to twist his own ankles twice.
Tear his own ACL.
He's not even about to get hit with no more hits. He's about to just break down in front of Luffy. He's about to just collapse. His body's just about to
go to a marine, take their gun, shoot himself in the foot, go back to Eam like, bro, they got me. They got me.
He about to get up.
Nika's really him.
Where's my purple heart, bro? Where's my purple heart, bro? I went downstairs like I said.
Yo.
It was not playing outside, bro. No one told me I'd get stuff by 4 niggas when the day was over, man.
Yo, he about to get up and develop fucking Lou Gehrig's disease, and it's gonna be he's just gonna break down right there. It's gonna be the end of him right there.
Claiming disability. I no longer want to be a part of this.
He's about to have he's gonna need an interpreter. He's gonna need an interpreter by the end of this arc. There's not even gonna be a fight. It's just gonna be a sad, sad ending to the arc, man. He's gonna just
His last panel is just gonna say melancholy music. It's not even
melancholy music. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Press F to salute.
No
it's gonna be one
science
of
is
those.
done here today, bro.
None. He's cooked. Nigga pulled up and got punched 20 times after he summoned the demon circle, and that's it. He did nothing impressive.
He definitely just teleport up.
Man caught more bodies on his own team than he caught.
That's what I'm saying. He killed the fodder on his own team, and then stabbed the old man and said, "Yes, sir.
Job well done.
Yes, sir.
I'm putting in that work.
Defense.
Look at me. Yo, what?
This is why they give me the big bucks.
Nigga stabbed the old
Do a
man.
damn thing, bro.
Stabbed the old man, made a little girl cry, and then killed his old man.
Killed.
And he said,
friendly fire.
Friendly fire active.
Actively.
Friendly fire active.
Nuke the island with my squad still on it.
Yo.
And only killed his people.
Truly a bum. Truly not a man of science
kills,
or
bro.
defense. Nigga took more hits than anyone I've ever seen after they get introduced. Normally when somebody gets introduced, they be looking good for at least a few chapters. Nigga has taken straight licks every chapter.
Yeah.
I think he's gotten punched in the face for 3 chapters straight.
I think he's got a hit than more chapters he's been a part of. He's
I
literally
have
got
to
Every chapter he's
more
been
chapters
in, he's been in at least once.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Man showed up on the island and got stabbed immediately. So
he has no fucking defense. We saw it in front of. We saw it right there. We denied it. No defense. How you pulled up and get stabbed right away? You touched Earth for the first time and stabbed.
Hundreds of years, bro. In centuries.
Yo, we said he let it happen. We said he let it happen. No, that nigga didn't see it.
Nah.
He didn't see it.
He
didn't see it.
First day out and immediately got hit.
Man came to Egghead to expose himself for real. He came to Egghead to ask the wrong questions. Why is there no bomb in his chest? Why are they still alive?
I think he got set up. I'm just gonna say it. Jay Garcia got set up, and I think the person that did it, the perpetrator, is figuring. It's safe figuring. I think he's trying to move up. Garland trying to move up. And
he's like, yo, this guy's fucking up. Look, send him the Egghead, see how it goes. No, really.
I got a Dendemushi plan today. Watch. Look at this nigga. He can't even kill one nigga. He can't even kill anybody.
This is your head of science?
You said, what's this title again, Ian? Chief of Science Defense Warrior.
You think it's a conspiracy? I think it's a conspiracy on himself. I think he was trying to figure out. I think he was trying to. It's an inside job on himself. I think he's the master of the conspiracy. He was trying so hard to defend himself that he created a new threat that was himself. And before he knew it, he was chasing himself all along. all along, he's been looking over his own shoulder.
Get to the Scooby-Doo and pull a mask off. It's him. It's just him.
He's still listening.
He's staring at a mirror the whole time. He's been
Yes.
The whole time.
Yo.
I had one job, bro.
He's on the wanted
doing
signs.
all this just because he wants to get out of the world government.
That you think
what if he was
his whole...
just like, hey man,
this is the best way to do it. He's been,
man,
this is the best way to do it.
This is his escape plan. Fake his death. But he's so bad at faking his death, he just keeps getting beat up for real.
He
can't
like,
beat up
I
for
made
real.
you immortal, right? Like I know where you're at.
He's just
I
getting
gave
beat
you
up.
immortality. What do you mean you're
Nope,
faking
down
your
here dead.
Nope.
the rejecting calls?
I'm done. He's pressing ignore.
He's
That was his
responding back to the
Dendamushi
text,
in the
I
ocean.
am dead. Sorry.
Oh god.
Just a single text. I died. Oops.
Oh no. This looks like the end. It
Not
looks
even
like
I died. He spells it wrong. I dead.
Remember me for my science.
the light is fading. Remember me. Remember what I've accomplished.
He responds, what?
What?
Remind me again.
Remember.
This is a refresher course. Your resume is not looking great. This was actually your last job. Like
it's actually your last day. I'm gonna fire you when you got there.
as soon as you got back, you were fired. I need you to understand. Success or not.
Crying. Nigga just
did
taking
believe
credit for random shit, random inventions. Iced coffee. He made iced coffee.
I did it, guys.
He
Science.
created it. He was the first one. I thought to put the cubes in the cup. While the coffee
He's
was
probably
cool.
the one that invented the wheel. Nah, I figured it out. I got it right here. I got it right for you. Jay Garcia. I got the I'm gonna drop this and we're gonna end because this is it. This is it
Let's
right
hear
here.
it.
I
Let's hear
figured it out. Jay Garcia is Doc Rivers.
Oh
He's
shit!
he
Shit!
invented one thing 800 years
shit.
ago, and he's still living off that invention.
Yeah.
And he didn't even invent it really. He had all the pieces. He just had all the pieces. They were in front of him.
Right place, right time for real.
He accidentally
claimed it.
assembled the first wheel, and then he was just like, big science energy right here.
Science. Look at that.
The
God,
agriculture one, he was the
Science right
first
there.
one to plant some wheat.
Nah, he
Ian-
accidentally grew corn. He didn't even plant it.
Yeah,
Just
the
corn
memes.
grew and he took
dropped some
responsibility.
popcorn kettles and-
I need
Look at all
memes
that
after this.
science.
I need memes after this because the Doc Rivers comparison is too uncanny. I'm
he's
not gonna
Doc.
lie to you.
He's Doc. That's
He
it
had
right
all the
there.
pieces. He had all the pieces. He had none of the coaching experience. Oh God.
It's
None.
crazy because Doc got both the pieces and the coaching. And you know what? Never mind. This has
He
been an
was-
Urban
he
Anime
was listening-
podcast. I've
Nigga
been
was
Thanks
a
for joining us
player.
on our
Doc
Jay
Rivers.
Garcia roast.
Doc Rivers.
Hey man, I don't even get into it. Maybe another time I'll get into my Doc Rivers hate.
I am about to say I don't want to slander another black man, but I will.
I'm keeping it in the tuck. I got it ready.
I'll do it.
We'll wait till the playoffs ends, but
Yeah, I'm about to
This
say.
is an
Hey,
Urban Anime
hey,
where he blows his next 3-1 lead. But what?
Hey.
Thank you for checking out the Urban Anime podcast.
Let us know what
Make
you think
sure-
is going down in the next chapter.
Let us know if you got more hands than Jay Garcia.
You probably
I'm
do.
pretty sure you do.
Probably.
If you could throw a
Probably most
right
people.
cross and like connect, I
You've
think you
already
got it.
done more science than
Probably
Jay
straight.
Garcia has ever done in his life.
If
That's all
you
I'm saying.
ever looked at Pythagorean's theorem, you're right there with him.
You right there.
I
Shit,
would
if
say
you
you're on
count.
the same level of science.
If you
You
could
can
count to
explain
3,
condensation.
mm-mm.
He might got a job for you.
Shit, you definitely
If
have
you
a
know
job.
the scientific method, you've done way more than Jay Garcia, bro.
Shit,
You've done infinitely more than Jay Garcia has ever done in his life.
if you can count to 10, no fingers.
Right. This is
He got
Short
2
list.
hands, 6 feet, and he still can't count to 10 without using them.
Hey, short list.
every time he
short
starts
list.
counting, he's like, put your hands down. Put your hands down.
Hey,
Put that out. You're in science division, damn it.
He's
Yeah.
sitting there. If Johnny has 6 apples,
this niggas losing it. He's just
Sweating,
niggas losing it.
throwing up.
the way science homework.
Niggas just
Dry
ripping
heaving,
shit
bro.
apart. Nah,
As
bro.
soon as you start bringing up numbers,
Niggas start spazzing, screaming on him. You fucking, you fucking.
when
Yo,
can I
we'll
go
catch
back
y'all
to
next
sleep?
week, man. This is crazy.
This.